Welcome to my review, the JRC Radar CX alarm set. The set is presented in a nice plastic case with the JRC logo. And as you can see inside, it's the 3 alarms plus 1 receiver set. Each individual alarm comes with its own hard case. The hard cases are moulded around the on-off switch, so there's no accidental switching on of the alarm in storage. Hard case cover clips off. Underneath you've got 3 adjustable controls. The top one's volume, the middle one's tone, and the bottom one is sensitivity of the alarm itself. At the top where the rod sits, you've got 2 nice soft rubber sections where the rod sits in. You've got your speaker on the front, and on the left side is the LED panel that indicates either a forward take or a drop back. Underneath, the 3 settings switch, either night mode to the left or day mode to the right. In night mode, you've got a single LED that stays lit all the time so you can locate the rod at night. You've got a stainless steel fitting to attach to your bank stick or buzzer bars, an adjustable collar, and also a nice small washer for tightening down to them bank sticks. Finally, on the bottom, you've got the output jack if you've got illuminated hangers. On the back side of the alarm is the battery cover. These take the standard 9-volt square batteries. The receiver that comes with the kit is a nice compact unit. You've got your 4 LEDs on the top to indicate your alarms when they're going off. You've got a variable volume control on the front. You've got your speaker. You've got your on-off switch. Your 3-position switch is either vibrate and indication or sound and indication. On the back you've got your battery compartment. That takes 3 AA batteries. Also comes with a nice handy lanyard to hang around your neck or hang off your brolly. In normal daytime mode, the indicator doesn't have a light on. When you get a forward run, the LED lights rise on the LED panel. And as you can see, the light stays lit solid at the top. That's to indicate the run has gone forward. When you get a drop back, the LEDs will drop on the LED panel. And as you can see, the light at the bottom is flashing to indicate you've had a drop back. Basically, I purchased these as a second set for out here in France. The reason I bought these alarms was twofold. The first reason, the roller wheel. I like to use braid out here because of the type of fishing I'm doing. The roller wheel's perfect for that. The Delkims I had before with the tuning fork completely wrecked them. Secondly, these are renowned for being watertight, which obviously living on your rod pod whenever you're using them has got to be a positive. What I would say, if you are looking at purchasing a set of these alarms, is don't confuse them with the more expensive Fox or Delkims. Bearing in mind you're not paying £120 for each head unit like you would be for the Delkim or the Fox. Bearing in mind that a lot of the functions on this don't live up to the more expensive alarms, but generally they are a very good compact unit. Okay, so a couple of issues I have with these alarms, mainly the receiver unit. Firstly is on the alarm head itself, on the volume control, you can't actually switch it off. Although it's not very loud, it's not silent like on other alarms. The second problem is, if you get a run on one rod, i.e. the red one, as you can see on the sounder box it's flashing, but as soon as you get any bleep on any other rod, on the sounder box it cancels the initial one. So if you get a violent take on one of your rods and the final action is to shake the pod and set one of the other alarms off, it's going to cancel the light on the actual receiver box. Another issue I have with these alarms, mainly the receiver unit, is when you get a take, it's obviously signalled on the head unit and the receiver. Now the receiver unit only stays on for 9 seconds. Now when you're on your bivvy at night, half asleep, and by the time you've rolled over, sometimes that light's gone out. Obviously if it's a one toner, it's not going to be an issue, because when you get out, as you can see, the red light's still on. But 9 seconds doesn't seem a long length of time to me compared to other alarms. One thing that needs pointing out with this receiver unit is the tone it makes when you receive a liner, a single bleep, something less than a full run. When you get a single bleep, either forwards or backwards, it sounds like this. Anybody who's had Delkims in the past will know that that sounds like a flat battery, or that is the indication of a flat battery. That's what this sounds like. So every time you get a single bleep, you get that. In the middle of the night, when you just get 2 bleeps, you don't get a full-blooded run. You're just getting 2 bleeps. Could be wind, could be liners, could be anything. This is what you get. The amount of times I've used this and jumped out of the bed in the middle of the night thinking I've got a run, and all I've had is 2 bleeps. Gets a bit annoying. Next issue I have with the receiver box is no matter which alarm you set off, as you can see by me setting the red and green off, the tone is exactly the same. Now the tone on the head units is completely different, but the receiver only gives off one tone. Okay, so summing up, if you're after a cheaper alarm set or a second set of alarms, then these are a very good option. They come in quite a nicely designed case. Everything about them feels pretty solid. The on-off switch is nice and sturdy, and so the adjustable tone, volume, and control settings. Your rods sit nicely in the cups at the top. Generally an all-round nice package. The only thing I would say, there's too much going on. You've got an LED panel at the left hand side, indicates forward run, it indicates a drop back. You've got a night light setting, you've got an output jack. That's fine, but then when you come to the receiver unit, no matter which alarm goes, you get one tone. If you get 2 alarms go off at once, you only get 1 indication, because the second alarm that goes off gets rid of the first indication, so there'll only ever be 1 light lit on this unit. To me, this receiver lets down the whole set. The alarm heads themselves, perfectly fine, perfectly usable, but this thing lets the set down. The tone on it's annoying, the lack of more than 1 light's annoying, and the fact that it only lights up for 9 seconds. Apart from that, it's a perfectly good set and well worth the investment.